Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Football Premi Podcast. Today we have Arun Walsan and Jitin, the usual suspects.
Yep.
Bala is not available, and hence this video will not have all the awesome graphics that you see normally. Bala is our video editing man, and he's
And the
off
awesome
this week.
one-liners.
And the awesome landliners, absolutely. Okay, let's dive right in. Big news this game week from a fantasy perspective: Harry Kane is injured. Now, is this a real injury which will keep him out for a while, or is it going to be a repeat of what happened to Son earlier in the season? Arun?
Yeah, I think it's a valid injury. I saw the match, and since he pulled out at 45 minutes, I don't think he's going to feature in at least for a couple of weeks. But main challenge is who do we replace him with? So that is kind of a big challenge, especially when all the strikers are not firing in. So and we are more reliant on the midfielders and the defenders.
Yeah,
So
good. Might be a good time to play a wild card if you still have it. Um,
yeah.
it's an interesting time to do that and load up on defenders. The other option is probably Danny Ings and Lacazette. These are
Mm.
two good options. My colleagues will not talk about Lacazette because they're playing Manu this
Yeah, of
weekend.
course, we will talk about Lacazette as an option you might not want to consider. So,
Exactly.
yeah, first things first. I mean, the first thing I would want to change is my team name because my team name currently says we go a Kane. So I don't think we are going a Kane anytime soon. Like Alcedan said, it looks like a very genuine injury in the ankle. രണ്ട് മൂന്ന് ആഴ്ച കളിക്കില്ല എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത്. And Another പറഞ്ഞ there are no standout replacements as such in the forward and especially Vardy illa, Kane illa. Bamford's not been scoring anyway. I mean, I think Bamford pretty much half the freelance would have. Forward line, there are no sure shot point hauls. So the better option, in my opinion, would either if you want to keep hold of Kane, keep him hold, take that as for 2-3 weeks, or maybe invest that amount elsewhere in your midfield or defense because that's where your points are going to come in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And what about replacing him with Calvert-Lewin or Richarlison, or because
Yeah.
we have a good fixture
Interesting pick.
with
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Interesting pick there,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, Calvert-Lewin is a good pick, I think, Karna, especially if Everton play Newcastle at home this week. And Newcastle are not known to clear their aerial threat that well. And we know Dina and Calvert-Lewin both are good in providing that option for you as an attacking team. So maybe this week, I think Calvert-Lewin is a good option. But
Hmm.
you never know. I don't think only forward line there is an assured point also at any time in the coming weeks, except for maybe Antonio. But
Hmm.
let's see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting game week. I think Antonio will have a lot of fun with the Liverpool backline. Very likely we're going to see either Henderson and a junior defender in Reece Williams or Nat Phillips, or Klopp could pull off one of the things that he did in the championship winning season, where when he plays Gini Wijnaldum in the back line. Anyway, he's not signing a contract extension, so he might just do that as well. And in both the scenarios, I think you can bet on Antonio to sort of get a good purchase out of these guys. And
Yeah.
Yeah, more so because he's the physical way that he plays, and we saw Ashley Barnes doing the same thing against the pull back line the other day. So that could actually help us.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
what do you think if Mourinho will bring Carlos Vinicius to start?
well, one thing he was very clear in his press conference today was that Gareth Bale will not start as a striker. He was very clear. I think Bale has also expressed very clearly that he will play only on the right wing. So that's one thing that's not an
And
option.
I'm in fact thinking either of Son or Mora will start as the striker in the games that Kane is not available because he has wingers aplenty, and under Duarno
Mhm.
there is no real striker options per se for Mourinho, so he might play either Son or Mora in that center, and you will have the
He
Bergwines
has
and
he has this guy Carlos Vinicius who always scores in the FA Cup or the cup matches, like and he has never started in a Premier League match.
Parametlia because I mean Mourinho is a different variant of Pep in terms of who or where he plays. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean his defense you can back on for sure, but front line especially with out there. out of team. I don't think that's a safer bet to take.
Okay, moving on. Back to the midfield. Looks like Salah had an offside goal ruled out for offside. But how? If you really look at it, the midfield premium assets have not been firing consistently. Last game week we had Sterling, but if you look at his track record before that, he's not been super awesome. Is this an indicator to really look at a stronger defense, go for premium defensive picks? Trent Alexander-Arnold got a goal and an assist. You've got Cancelo, who's been firing on all cylinders. You've got Digne, who's again another premium pick. Good potential, given that Newcastle don't handle stuff properly on the aerial threat. What are your views?
I think it's a good call, especially because people would already have been thinking of how to replace De Bruyne, and that frees up a lot of budget in the team, allowing people to go for the premium defenders options. And I think that is of course one way, but given this season, unless you pick an attacking defender, your points are not assured. So I would rather think of it like a 3-4 week window, wherein if you get, let's say, 20 to 25 or not 25, so 25 to 30 points from your midfielders, that is fine. You might not get that explosive week, but if you get someone who constantly gives you your 7 points to 10 points thereabouts, you're actually fine. So I'm talking about more like folks like Maddison's or your Harvey Barnes, or let's say in the midfield, almost all of them would have replaced with Gundogan. So your midfielders who are in the range of 7 to 9, 7 million to 9 million, who give you that decent on an average 8 point for about 4 weeks consistently, that might be a better option in my opinion.
All right. What's your view on Rafinha? He seems to have had a good game week. Is he been consistent enough or?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he is considered consistent. I had him one of the weeks, and he had scored goals, and then he missed out on another game week, but now I think he's back on form. He had a goal and an assist, I think. So so I think he's a good shout. Budget pick.
No, I think Rafinha, especially at 5.5, he's I think gotten to a position where he's a regular in that Bielsa team. So it's actually a very good shout.
Okay, moving on. The other big news was Frank Lampard getting sacked and Thomas Tuchel coming in. The first game was a 0-0 draw, if I'm not mistaken. What's the plan there? Do you bank on Chelsea assets now for the bounce?
Chelsea is playing who? Chelsea is playing Burnley, who's really in form. And I think it would be really difficult for Chelsea to score goals. At least I don't know. Probably we can go for defense and say clean sheets maybe, but I'm not banking on any.
I would wait it out for a couple of game weeks to see which is Tuchel's preferred lineup, because kind of game week started, Jorginho started, Giroud started, Callum Hudson-Odoi started, Chilwell was on a wing back rather than a full back. So his formation seems to be starkly different, or he maybe is trying out a few stuff than what Lampard did. So I will not bank on what his starting lineup is. I will wait it out for a few weeks before I put my money on any of the Chelsea assets.
All right. Yeah. Interesting. The other standout fixture from a points perspective is Man City playing Sheffield United. Do you think they'll end the juggernaut that Man City has been on, or will it be Pep's circus in town?
I think they are really in form. Man City is in form. Almost all the players are getting in form. Their defense is super solid, and their midfield is not missing Kevin De Bruyne at all at this point. They are really creating chances. They are creating. Only the misfiring person from the team might be Jesus. Other than I think everybody is actually on a good form.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, Foden, Gundogan, and I think Ferran Torres also scored a goal last week. So.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a reversal of how United. Starkly different from how United fared against Sheffield in this match. I would expect City to score at least 3 to 4.
So again, another big points haul is what everybody is expecting. Let's see how that pans out. Any other differential picks? Any other call-outs for people to watch out?
I would, if I have to pick one, I would pick the Everton boys, one of the Everton boys, either Calvert-Lewin and lesser so James, but more on Calvert-Lewin. Like I was saying, mostly because of the aerial threat that he possesses. In the last match, even though he did not score, he had a couple of really good chances. The ones that he took well, but did not convert. So my pick for this week is Calvert-Lewin.
Arun?
I will go for Cavaliero from Fulham.
Yeah, I think that's the first time that we have had a watch list without any of the big boys in.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would say Raheem Sterling would still fire.
Exactly. And I don't think he's a differential this week because he's already in the scout selection. So he should be a
regular pick.
Pick. Yeah. So should, because especially since De Bruyne is out and he's in the same price bracket. So
okay.
Should be a swap.
Finally, captain callouts. Who do you think should captain?
I would go for Sterling or Gundogan from City.
What about you,
I have
Jiten?
not decided yet.
Last week, Marga prediction flop in Asham. I think I'm gonna play it even more riskier. I might go with Antonio this week.
Wow.
My captain last week. Yes.
Yeah, I might just stick with Son or even Susek for that matter. Anyway, that's how it is. Let's see how this game week pans out. All the best to you folks out there, and keep watching our videos. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and keep coming back for more videos. Tell us what you feel. Comment. Let us know if you want us to change the format. We're happy to do that as well.